Am I the a-hole for telling my friend that she can't take my husband to her company party? My husband and I met a couple through my husband's work a couple years back, and the four of us became close. I felt it was all pretty much even feelings all around until my husband and I moved. Then suddenly the wife, we will call her Carol, and my husband started getting close. They moved where we are after 6 months, and their friendship was on a whole other level, to the point where I began to have concerns about her. To name a few, they talk and text nearly every day. They have gone on many outings alone together, and she is giving him gifts basically any chance that she can. As much as I would love to give more details, it would take too long to name everything that made me think that she was interested in him. The biggest one being my gut feeling. It doesn't help that Carol is not very happy in her marriage, which she talks to my husband about frequently. Little does she know that my husband tells me everything that she tells him, and requests I don't let her know, which I am fine with. My husband got Carol a job, but soon after that he switched to another company. The company my husband used to work at and the one Carol works at now is having a Christmas party. Her plus one was going to be her husband, but he got COVID and is unable to join her. Because it is formal and catered, him not showing up would cost them $100 to cover the fee for his dinner. So she texted my husband asking him if he would like to go with her. My husband told her he would check with me because he thought it would sound like that was a date to me. And he was right. I told him I wasn't comfortable with that, and he seemed bummed that he wouldn't get to see old co-workers. But I mentioned the last time we went to an event for his old company. He didn't recognize a single person because the company was so big, to which he agreed. But he still seemed off, which upset me because I thought he wanted to go and wasn't seeing how it would affect me. A few months back, I actually sat down with Carol and told her how I was feeling about concerns I had, and she told me if something was bothering me to just tell her, and she would try to be more careful next time. So I did. I sent her a text explaining why that made me feel uncomfortable, and even suggested she take a mutual friend of ours that I was certain would be happy to go with her so they could avoid paying the fee. Turns out, my husband seemed off because he was nervous about having to break the news to her, so he was glad to see that I contacted her directly about it. My husband came home and we talked more about it, and he showed me their text messages. She told him the manager at the company told her that she should bring my husband after finding out her husband couldn't be there since he would know everyone. After he sent the message explaining he wanted to check with me before giving her an answer if he would go, she replied with,
"Dang, it's a work function."
So I was pissed about that the most. It was the first time she had belittled my potential feelings, and that was really when I felt like she did not care about how I would feel. She has seen my message and has yet to reply, which I think is very unlike her. So am I the a-hole? Note, she has yet to respond but had plenty of time to text my husband to help her find a dress to wear to the party.
Here are the top comments.
Why isn't she using her husband's help for a dress? Both men can't go with her. She is not behaving like a normal friend. She is behaving like a petty side chick. He may be sick, but the man still has eyes and a mouth.
Yeah, she plotting. Tell your husband to cut ties with her. Glad he had such good communication with you and tells you everything. But she seems unhinged. At this point, for the sake of you and husband, y'all need to let her know all communication stops now to both of y'all.
I hope your husband is smart enough to stop associating with Carol altogether. I would be doing way more than just saying no to the Christmas party. I would be telling her to never call him, text him, or even think about him ever again, and if she did, I would go to her husband with my concerns, because he deserves to know that his wife is being shady AF with another man, not the a-hole.